Okay, so a lot of people are already talking about this topic. I don't know about you, but 3 hour live streams are not my bag. I already know all this stuff, and I have for a really long time. I've known long before the manosphere was ever even a thing. I'm flabbergasted at how many women don't seem to think it even matters. And I'm not just talking about OnlyFans girls. Even trads are blind to the challenges that women are facing these days. Somebody has to be honest with women and let them know that this is high stakes. If you mess this up, you're probably not going to get a second chance. Let's face it, hookup culture is gross. Most women don't want to sleep with a bunch of different dudes, but the reason it happens is because you're fishing in the wrong pond and you have no game. You're constantly being lied to. When media and your friends tell you to imitate fuckboys and run game the way that they run game, you're setting yourself up for a life of loneliness and depression. Trads on Twitter don't realize that the game has changed. Back in the day, you could totally trap a man with sex and get him to marry you. And from the 70s to the 2000s, that's exactly what women did. Then women collectively decided that they weren't happy, and the only solution at a divorce: take the kids and all the money and run without a second thought. Men were left holding an empty bag, and this same strategy has been playing out repeatedly for years and years and years. Women take men's children, all their money, blame them for the failures of the relationship, and then end up crying because they can't find anyone better. Women don't realize it, but they are being incentivized to do this by the government. First, they tell you that all men are bad. Then, they promise to be a better system of support than a man could ever be, as if the state and welfare is a better option than a functioning family unit. Men who do get married and work hard to support their families often get the shaft because women have the legal superiority over men due to no-fault divorce. The biggest reason women are dissatisfied in their relationship and file for no-fault divorce is because you've also been indoctrinated to select for weak men. And your selection process is entirely dictated by making yourself sexually available to many men in order to find the weakest, most controllable, manipulatable one. It's actually a closed loop, because the more men you sleep with, the less value you have to a man who wants a serious relationship. So you have to settle for a man who you can dominate and control. When a man gets wise and decides to assert himself in his relationship, then the woman claims he's abusive. The reality is, women are hardwired to submit to men, but they've been indoctrinated to believe that submission is dangerous. And because women are programmed to select for weak men, they don't trust men's leadership in the first place. And the sad part is, men have responded to women's sin by getting weaker and weaker over the generations. This is the true cost of female promiscuity.